Legend Leon, the beautiful Kendra G, myself, the shortest name man in Chicago, Kyle, our very own Psychic Susan is in the building.
I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to be here this Veterans Day.
Yes.
I want to say a very shout out to all the magnificent soldiers, the soldiers that gave their lives up. They contributed so much. My husband's one of them. He was in the Navy, and I truly believe in being grateful because we are here because of them.
Totally
We
agree.
have freedom because of them, and that it should never go unnoticed. Even the first responders and all the medics in the medical profession, that's a big thing.
Yes.
So without them, and I just want to say, we're blessed and keep doing the jobs that you're doing.
And you know, Leon's a veteran.
U.S. Army, 8 years. Shout out to my man Moondog, Marine. Shout out to DJ Jamal Smalls, Air Force. Enelin that works upstairs was in the Air Force too.
Oh, see, I love that. Thank you for your service.
Absolutely.
And I mean that sincerely.
Yeah.
That's great.
Great things happening, man. Appreciate y'all. Now let's get to the business of you. Your powers, your abilities.
My powers. Oh,
stones.
geez.
Just give me the title that you have when people say, "Well, who is Psychic Susan? What is Psychic Susan?"
It's a psychic medium.
Okay.
Okay, so the psychic part you can actually see in the now.
Okay.
You can actually see in the future. The mediumship is bringing loved ones that have passed and getting in contact with their spirits.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So let's turn that power on right now. Let's turn it up.
It's up.
We got Tierra on the phone lines. Tierra's calling in. Her birthday is February 28th. Tierra, what is your question for Psychic Susan?
I just wanted to know, what's going on with my career and, pretty much like my life. I have a big change coming up with me and my family, so that's all.
Hi, Tierra. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Really good. Tierra, what do you do for a living right now?
I work in real estate, so I am a national bidder.
Oh, good. Okay, got it. Okay. I like that you're in this. I hope you continue to stay. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you're very, very good with exchanges and people and networking. You are very good. You kind of seem to be a little bit all over the map, and you take on this and you take on that. And I actually see you, I'm going to encourage you to keep doing this. A lot of times, most of the times I tell people don't do that, stay focused more on one area. But it seems the more you spread your wings, the better you are. So I do. And I don't know, but you may even invest in a place where it's going to be out of state too.
Ooh.
Yeah, that is true.
Get the bag.
It is. Yeah, I'm seeing like a move for you, but you know what? I think you're going to be able to handle it. I think even your networking in other states are going to be really, really well. So all the best for you. You're going to make some money, some serious money in 2020/21. The money is definitely coming, but I'm telling you, be a little conservative. Think really, really hard on the investments and where you want your money to go. Okay? But the money is going to be there for you.
Right. So don't go right out the gate buying 4 keys. Buy 1.5 first.
Whoa.
See what the market is. Then go get your heavyweight.
There's a lot of truth to that. I agree with Leon.
Thank you, Miles.
He's right.
This is
I
not
like it.
snowfall.
I went to the junior college of medium spirits. The junior college. I got an associate.
Right, you're not
You're
medium.
doing good.
You flirt.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, let's continue the calls. We got Anthony on the line. Anthony's birthday is May 21st. Anthony, what is your question for Psychic Susan?
Hey, Rosa, my question is, I have a home caretaker that's here with me every day. We've been together around for like 7 to 8 years, and I just moved into a new place. She gives me the notion that she likes me, but I want to see what this go in the future or something, or will we end up having a relationship?
Okay, Anthony. Okay, so you have a caretaker, is what you said?
Yes.
Okay, so she takes care of you?
Yes,
Okay.
Because I'm a blind guy, and she comes clean my home and everything and stuff like that.
I'm getting that she's very kind. I really am, okay? But, God, it's such a hard thing, That's that Florence Nightingale effect, when somebody that takes care of you and is so kind that you start falling for them. And here's how I want... I could see it happening slowly, but the friendship there is more important than the romantic relationship. So what I want to put back at you, what would you value more? Think about that.
Okay.
Okay, so I mean, continue to have a great friendship with this woman, because people like her, they don't come around very often. Don't rush it. And because I think emotionally, not physically as much, because physically you can get anybody to take care of you, but emotionally you're so connected with this woman.
Yes.
I know. I find her to be a very caring woman. You're very lucky. So do it a little slower.
Don't sleep with her because it's going to ruin it. That's what Susan's trying to say.
Yeah.
No, I think what my colleague is trying to say, and I do feel I have the same vibes. Hey, I'm going to phrase it to you like this. Sometime what's in the dark should be left in the dark.
Leon, go to hell. Go to hell, Leon.
All right, brother. Thank you for the call.
Thank you.
Wow.
I want you to go to hell.
Deep.
Okay?
All right, let's keep it going on the phone lines right now. We got Brittany on the line. Brittany's birthday is December the 22nd. Brittany, what is your question for Psychic Susan?
Hi, so I was just wondering what the future holds for me and my child's father. We just were in a good place, now we're not in a good place. So I'm trying to see what the future holds for us.
Hi, Brittany. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Oh, good. Thank you. Okay, when's, well, your spouse is what I want to say, your significant other. When's his birthday?
October the 5th.
Okay, here's the problem that I'm getting with both of your dynamics, okay? He's too much to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
You better watch it, okay? You need some balance. You have a child to take care of. You don't need a second one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he means to be this way, and he's moody. I'm getting this moodiness, so you have to be careful with this. I'm just being really honest with you. Why don't you just keep him as your child's father without the romantic part for you? It'll be a lot easier.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, seriously. I know maybe it's kind of tough to hear, but when you can see it for what it is, then you're able to, it signify all of these things and where the proper placing of these roles will be. This is very important. Because you keep going back and forth, and you're driving yourself nuts.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing I also want to say really quick. I caution you. The decision that you make, really think hard, because your child will benefit or not benefit, because you can't be a yo-yo to your children.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think is more important. So whatever you come to an agreement with, stick with that.
Okay.
On again, off again, it's really messing up your child.
Right.
Don't do that. Okay? Because you're setting a precedence that that's normal, and it isn't. It's not. And what I want to talk about normal is being healthy.
Exactly.
Okay. All the best to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, man. Damn. 107.5 WGCI, the Shi's #1 for hip hop and R&B. Both of them will be on the stage, Big Jam 2019, December 20th at the United Center. That was Megan Thee Stallion and the baby.
That is gonna be bananas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Some on the show: Leon Rogers, Kendra G, myself, Kyle 5-footer, definitely in the building. Psychic Susan has been hanging out with us this morning in Chicago. We love when she comes on the show. So much insight.
I love when I'm on.
Psychic Susan, I am Psychic Omar.
That's right. But she's a medium and he's an extra small.
Yeah, a youth large.
Yes. Youth large. Hey, but I'm going to say this because I wasn't here when you were here last month, but I want to tell everybody the story. People know that I was off the radio for about 10 days because I was in the hospital. That's right. But the backstory was the day I got diagnosed when I had a tubal ovarian cyst that had to be removed immediately. And they're supposed to do surgery. But before I allowed them to do the surgery, I reached out to Susan. And she called me and we talked, and she was very much against me going through with the surgery. She did not see it going well at all. It's Thursday, 6 p.m. It's like, what am I going to do? And literally she found me. She ended up calling her gynecologist, who was available, who found my new team of doctors that I have now that prevented me having surgery, and instead I had a tube put in my stomach to drain out my ovarian, I'm calling it a cyst. But nevertheless, without Susan, I would have had a surgery and it would have been all terrible. So I just want to say that I know we have her on the radio every so often, like every 2 months, but she really is the real deal. Like, you truly saved my life. I can say that literally.
Oh, Well, you know what? I remember when you called and you were in such pain, and I heard that pain. And I says, oh my God. And when you said that they want you to
have
the
surgery,
I'm like, no. I kept getting a no. And I thought, I got to help you. So I reached out to my doctor, and really, you're right. What are the odds at 6 o'clock at night?
On a Thursday night,
yeah, right? So I remember, and I got Jan, and she was marvelous, and she said, have her call us right now. And then from there, they took the ball by the horn. They got you the doctor, and that doctor met you at the hospital.
Yep, and the next day I had a procedure to get it drained out instead of a surgery.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that was a blessing to me to be able to do that. But when you hear these messages, it's true. Thank you for listening, because so many people, I'll tell them things, and I'm very good intuitively about medical, about your bodies. So I'm very good at that. And most of the time I'll have clients that will listen, but for those of you that don't listen, they pay the price. Because I can feel what's going on in your body, what you need, what you don't need, what you should be looking at, if you should be having a colonoscopy because I see polyps in your colon. Yes, because those polyps can turn into cancer. There's many people that I have saved from having cancer. Okay, or that, like I had this one guy and I said, you need a colonoscopy. He goes, ridiculous. He goes, we have no colon cancer in our family. It's ridiculous. I go, I'm telling you, have it. He goes, Susan, no. I said, okay, you were warned. That's what I say. And I leave it that way. Interesting enough, 6 weeks later, he made another appointment, and he actually did listen, and they found 3 polyps. Now, had that have stayed, that would have turned into colon cancer.
Wow.
So when I see things, sometimes it's not always nice, but it's preventative. You can still do something about it.
Right.
So that simple story, what you said about you, I'm so happy. You've never looked more beautiful. But the main thing is that you are healthy, you're alive, you're well, and that is everything to me.
Yes. Since you can see, what did Kyle eat for breakfast today?
I haven't had breakfast yet.
She can see in your stomach though still.
No, we do appreciate you coming on. You are very insightful, and we love what you do, and we love having you on. You're like a family member.
I am. I feel like your family. And I always say, this is my favorite all-time show.
It
always is. Always. Always. I love you all to pieces. Yes. And it's very genuine, and I feel it, and I know that. It's real.
Before you go, put your information out there for the people that want to reach out to you that couldn't get through on the phone today.
Well, if you want to make an appointment, just go to my website, SusanRowlen.com. So it's SusanRowlen.com. All information, even to set up an appointment, will be there.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Psychic Susan.
I look forward to hearing from everybody.
And don't be sending her no questions on the email. Just, we trying to get this bread.
Wait.
We make that appointment. You understand me? Yeah. Follow directions.
All right, thank you so much, Psychic
Thank
Susan.
you, thank you.
Yeah,
I love
thank
you all.
Susan.
I mean that.
Do. That's her sound effect.
Okay. All right, the G-Spot's coming up in 2 songs. You ready?
Yeah.